Nigel, the Easter weekend approaches, starting with Stoke City. How are preparations going for Friday's game?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Bit of dry weather this week for a start, which is nice. So, yeah, we've just got to put the disappointment of the result at the weekend behind us, but concentrate on the positive stuff from it, because I thought the performance was really, really good. And on another day, those games go for you and you pick your 3 points up. But I was really pleased with how the players approached the game against a side who, didn't come with a lot of attacking intention. So we played well, and those are the types of performances that we need to really try and emulate between now and the end of the season, because those types of performances with energy will get us results. And so the game against Stoke, for instance, they're in good form, but just 1 point above us. So we know it will be a tough game. The game just at the end of last year was a difficult one for us to take. So it's about just trying to get our performance right, I suppose games come in quick succession mean that we'll need the whole of the squad to be absolutely ready for the Easter period.
When you look back at that game at the end of December, I think you said at the time we were our own worst enemies because of the 2 goals we conceded either side of half time. Do you think we're more resilient as a team in not letting that happen?
Well, I mean, the simple answer is yes. We are and have done over quite a sustained period now. Look better as a team in terms of defending. You're going to have occasions where things don't entirely go your way, but for the most part, I think the players' application has been really, really good. And you can't ask for a lot more than that. You want your players to be as honest and as committed as possible. And that's really the bottom line. Outside of that, it's up to us then to construct the right squad that we can then find ways of winning any game. And that's really the thing. We try and develop what we have, and then when we have opportunities to add to the squad, then it's about trying to find those pieces of the jigsaw which fit and make us into a better side.
As you said, the games are coming very quickly, and feels like the end of the season is fast approaching.
Yeah.
In terms of getting 2 positive results, thinking about Friday and obviously Monday against Middlesbrough, how much of a boost would that be leading into, say, the final 5?
Well, it would be great, bearing in mind we're playing against 2 sides who are, Stoke in really good form of late, and Middlesbrough, apart from their defeat against Huddersfield, have really been one of the form teams. So just the very fact that if we get good results against these 2 sides, it means we've played well. And look, that's all we need to sort of concentrate on, and not really worry too much about who our opponents are. I know that on our day when we play as well as we can do, we're a threat. We're a threat to any side in this league. We've proved that, but we've also, unfortunately, at the other end of it, sometimes not played well. And again, I say it all the time, the Championship is a division in which you cannot really switch off at any point. And so, people might start talking about the end of the season's coming, but that doesn't mean anything, in the sense that we are always playing for something. Players are playing for futures. We're playing to get as many points as we can, and the players understand the importance of the remaining games, and that is, I think that's critical for us.
Nice to have Tommy Conway back last Saturday. Any update on Cal and others?
Well, Cal's training with us now, which is good. It's just trying to decide the right time to bring him back into action. So whether it's over this weekend or not, I have to wait and see. But he's, I think it's important when players have an injury and then get another one on top of that, that their confidence is right as well. And I think that's something that we need to finish the season with as many players who are feeling good about themselves as well as being fit. I mean, that's also a very important factor to recognise from a player's perspective. That they need to finish with an optimistic outlook for the future. So look, first and foremost, we've got to concentrate on getting as many points as possible, but also getting the players back who have, been injured. And so, yeah, Tommy's back now. Doesn't mean we can't be, we can't just put him under so much stress. We've got to manage his time on the pitch still. And that'll be important for him as well as us. Cal, yeah, he should be back soon. Thomas is back out on the grass, which is good for us too. So we're making progress.
And you referenced Thomas there. Alex Scott is another one who's played a lot of games.
Yeah.
And I suppose you don't want to get into the situation like perhaps Thomas got, where he played a lot of football and then broke down, as it were.
Yeah. There's a cumulative effect, I think, with Thomas's situation, and he's been very unlucky this year. As for Alex, I don't actually think that the break will do him any harm, actually. We'd prefer him to be available, of course. But he's doing okay. And I think I said last week, he'll be about 7-10 days, something like that. So maybe after the Easter period, he'll be back in contention.
All the best.
Okay, cheers.